Do you ever have the feeling that there's more to life than you can see? That there's more than just your body and your thoughts, but you can't quite explain how you know this or even what exactly it is that you know? If so, you're in the right place, because that feeling, that inner knowing, is where everything I'm going to be talking about on this YouTube channel begins. So, hi, I'm Katharine, and on this channel I'm going to be sharing what I've come to know about the philosophy of yoga, which you could also call the philosophy of oneness or non-duality, or just the philosophy of life. And I know that for many people, when they hear the word philosophy, they probably imagine something very abstract, maybe a bit academic and not necessarily very relevant or connected to their real everyday lives. But this philosophy really is completely different, because it's alive. It's about you. It's about your direct experience of existing right here and now in this very moment. And it's about the being that's looking out through your eyes watching this video. What that being, what that I really is, what experience actually is, and what the world with all of its beauty and its challenges really is. And the important thing is that this philosophy isn't just theory, it's a way of seeing and understanding and being that can completely transform how you live and allow you to be fully present in your life while always knowing inside that you are completely free. And I think this is just so important, because we're living in a time when it's so easy to feel disconnected from ourselves, disconnected from each other, and disconnected from what's real. We're bombarded with all of these voices and opinions and images from people living all around the globe, and we're given endless choices of what to believe, what to do, how to live our lives. But many people just end up living with a permanent feeling that something isn't quite right. They're living with a sense of unease that never fully goes away. And this philosophy of yoga offers something really rare. It offers a way of living right in the middle of all of this, living in the world, but at the same time resting in a sense of unshakable peace and clarity and freedom. So on this channel, I'll be sharing teachings from the great yogic and Vedic texts, the Bhagavad Gita, the Yoga Sutras, the Upanishads, but always in a way that's simple and clear and rooted in your own experience of everyday life. We'll explore the deep truths that these teachings point to, and I'll show you how they can help with very human things like handling stress, making decisions, navigating relationships, and so on. Sometimes we'll go deep into a particular verse from a text. Sometimes we'll look at stories or analogies that can help us see the world in a new way. Sometimes I'll be sharing practical tips that you can apply straight away. And sometimes it'll just be a space for reflection, maybe a guided meditation, or just an opportunity for you to pause and reconnect with yourself during the day. So just to explain a little bit about my own background, I was actually brought up with this philosophy. I was sent to a school in London where I had my first Sanskrit lesson at the age of 4. But actually it was only when I went to India and met my guru, Swami Sham, when I was in my mid-20s, that it was actually like the philosophy that had been spoken about at school when I was young and that we'd been made to study in all the books. It kind of exploded into life for me. And that's when I realized that it isn't theory. It isn't a description of some kind of far off reality. It's my own reality, my own self, my own experience of being alive. And I saw that there's only one beingness, only one self, and that we all share this same essence. So after that very powerful meeting, I ended up living most of my adult life in an ashram in the Himalayas, studying with Swamiji. And for myself, I just say that these teachings have really given me a way to see life that feels both deeply true and connected, and also incredibly freeing. I find that I'm much more able to meet whatever challenges present themselves and enjoy the good things without clinging to them. And it's also been massively helpful in allowing me to make sense of the world and not feel totally overwhelmed by it all. So that's why I'm here now. When I eventually moved back to the UK in 2019, I knew that I had to share what I had learnt, and I really hope that you also get the opportunity to explore it for yourself. So if you're at all curious about what you really are, what this life is all about, what we're born for, or even if you just want to live with a bit more freedom and clarity and ease, or if you want to understand more about some of the concepts in the philosophy of yoga, I'd love you to join me here. So do subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting new videos regularly, and each one will offer something that you can observe and explore for yourself, so that you can really come to know these teachings from your own direct experience and not just think about them. And by the way, as well as this video, I also do send out a short weekly email with similar content. So do use the link below to sign up to my list. And then remembering that question that I started with, have you ever had the feeling that there's more to life than what you can see? You don't need to ignore that feeling or try to explain it away, because it's pointing you towards something real, something that you can discover about yourself. And that's exactly what we're going to explore here together. So see you in the next video.